Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pixel Therapy channel, the home of great gaming and even greater vibes. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit pumped about this news. This is something that I've been looking forward to for almost a year going on, and so let's just have a chat with this. So today I received an email from Simracing GP. And if you guys don't know what this is, actually Simracing GP is a joint agreement between race department and an American company to provide an online server-based system that allows you to have regular daily races, much like you have in iRacing and you have in Gran Turismo Sport, but you can have that with multiple simulators moving forward. And so what they did is the American company that they've partnered up with, which I forget the name, but we'll go into details and I'll be able to describe it to you. What they've done is they provide the online infrastructure, the servers and the networking, and then you are able then to go on board, either join a community where you could have races with that particular community, or they will provide us regular daily races, much like what iRacing does across the simulators. Or finally, you could create one of your own, say if you were a league, and you could put together. And what this infrastructure will allow for is it will allow for you to have driver ratings, much like you do in iRacing and Gran Turismo Sport. It will also allow for you to be able to sort of track your progress and then just kind of jump into any race the way you would in an iRacing situation, but with the simulator of your choice. So why am I pumped? What's exciting? What's going on? Well, today in the morning, I'll just quickly switch to my display screen and then we could have a chat about it. So today in the morning, I received an email basically saying it's time to race. And essentially what's happening is prior to this moment, Simracing GP had a closed beta system where if you were a member of race department, a premium member, you could actually send them an email and they will allow you to come into the closed beta program. And essentially what would happen is you would come to the Simracing GP website over here, right? And once you were here, initially what I had done before was I just clicked to go to the waiting list, where once the open beta had opened up, they would allow you an invitation. I then realized that if I was a premium member of race department, I could become part of the closed beta over here. And what I essentially had to do was log in here using my Steam account, and then that would give me access to this sort of screen right here. Now, as you can see within this screen, it instinctively put me automatically as part of the race department group. And from then on, I was able to come in here and actually join all the race department races that were being run on Simracing GP. So if you're a league, for example, you would have the opportunity to actually set up one of these. As you can see, there are quite several people who've been part of the closed beta. You even have influencers such as Simracing 604 with their own specialized leagues for their members that they can come in. So you'd be able to create a league and then your people could come in here, complete with Discord integration, sign up for the races, multi-class races, spec series races, and you could do your endurance, your sprint races. It'll keep track of all of the points, the scores, and the driver stats, and then it is just an easier way to manage races, right? But what I'm mostly interested in myself is just going online and joining the daily races that are yet to be coming up. So you can see the Simpit also have a particular 52 member community here on Simracing GP. So does Simrace Studio as well. So essentially you can have the communities page, you have events page where you come in here, you jump on board, it'll give you a list of all of the races that are coming up, whether it's in Assetto Corsa Competizione or it is in just regular AC, which isn't, there aren't any AC races on this particular events page, but it is applicable with that. And it'll also keep track of things such as your championships that you're involved in and any notifications. And finally, you also have a driver profile that comes on board here with all of your races, your laps, your incidents, and that sort of a thing. Now, the email that I received today states that starting from next week, they will be opening up the beta program to everybody at large. And I'll just quickly read through this and just try and get to the gist of it. So basically it says it's time to race. It's been a while since we've last updated all of you all regarding Simracing GP, but this is with good reason. We've been working non-stop to get the platform ready for launch. It started this week. We are starting to onboard the first group of drivers from our waiting list. Now this is the register waiting list I was talking about earlier on. Guys, it's time to race, but before we get all the new features we've added and our plans for the future, here's a recap of what Simracing GP is all about. Simracing GP is a platform that allows everybody with tools to create communities and manage online racing across your favorite sims. Put simply, if you want to create a complex multi-split leagues or just set up races for you and your friends, you can do it all on Simracing GP. If you want just to race, you can find races and leagues from a host of communities already on the platform, as well as the Simracing GP races that are open to everyone every day. So it goes on to talk about how you get your communities. It's got your driver profiles, but also it'll have pro esports integration moving forward, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I am pumped for this. This looks amazing. This looks like it is going to bridge the gap that iRacing has with all the other sims. Essentially, I think that iRacing, the cornerstone that it has is that it has been able to provide consistent, daily, good quality racing regardless of the time of day. And the only other place where you can find amazing racing like that is with leagues. In fact, I would argue that leagues, they probably have some of the best, if not the best, racing environment you can have. You get a sense of community with a racing league. It's not as toxic as iRacing could be within a racing league, and you actually tend to develop and grow a lot faster within a racing league because they actually help you along in terms of your progression moving forward. The downside with racing leagues is that you have to commit to a particular time and a particular race, which generally is fine because they try and make it suit everybody, but that commitment is required. iRacing has always had the edge on being able to provide racing on the hour or every 45 minutes or 15 minutes or however long, and it is fairly good racing and it is flexible with whatever you have to do. Myself, coming from a place where I work full-time, I do YouTube part-time and I study part-time as well, I found it very difficult to commit to like a league race, especially when the study started ramping up and my priorities became more intense, so to say, from day-to-day life. So this is why I was really excited about Simracing GP, and I'm super excited that they've actually started opening it up. And I think they say that they've got about 10,000 people on their waiting list, but they're slowly from next week gonna start adding people on, and the reason they're doing it a bit at a time is not to overload the servers that are coming forward. So anyways, that's enough of a rant from me. This is what I'm hyped about. I know a lot of people are doing Cyberpunk 2077. I tried to do a bit of that last time, but yeah, my graphics card isn't powerful enough, and there were a lot of hiccups. So that didn't come out. That was a wasted 8 hours, and I was grumpy yesterday, so that didn't come out. So when I woke up today and got this in my email, that was great news, and I was happy. Anyways, this is just a short little PSA video regarding Simracing GP and why I'm pumped, maybe why you should be excited. Tell me, are you excited for this? Are you excited at the fact that you'll be able to play AC, ACC, and I think they say they're soon going to be adding Automobilista 2 to it as well, and Race Room. Those are coming as well, and shortly after that, you're going to get R Factor 2. And I think this could be the thing that makes R Factor 2 a formidable opponent in the simulator realm. I think R Factor 2 has everything except a decent multiplayer community, and this could actually resolve that issue. But that's another story. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, tell me if this is going to be something that you guys are looking forward to. I appreciate all of your support, and yeah, I'll see you around. Peace.